Hi, I'm John, and this is part 3 of my F1 23 career mode series. And in this part we'll be racing on the Albert Park circuit in Australia. Alright, here we are in Australia, and we have a minor upgrade to our chassis, some weight reduction going on. So yeah, we don't really have any expectations to how we're gonna perform out here. It's again a completely different track compared to the first two tracks of the season, and yeah, the first two races were quite different from each other, at least on my side, with finishing P10 on my debut race in Bahrain and then P19 last time around in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, I'm not too optimistic that we would be fighting for any points here, but yeah, we'll see. We'll do our best, and we'll figure out where we are compared to everyone else. So yeah, so let's head to qualifying. I think we want to go with the balanced presets. Yeah. Alright, let's hit the track. That wasn't too bad. Let's see where we are. About 4.5 tenths ahead of my teammates. That's nice. Never mind. Thought that might happen. So I'm losing a small amount of time in each sector, but not too much. Only 1/10 behind. So let's go out for one last run and see if we can catch up to my teammate.
Left in the session.
Yep. That's on me. I went too deep. Yep, my bad.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Verstappen, Perez, and Charles Leclerc. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Alright, I'd say that was a pretty decent qualifying session. A little lower, 1/10 behind my teammate. And yeah, Alex is starting P10, so inside the points. And I'm right behind him at P12, so yeah, I guess we might have a shot at fighting for points in this race. So yeah, let's try to keep it clean and keep up the good pace, and yeah, we'll see what we get out of this race.
This circuit missed a few years off the F1 calendar, and we missed Albert Park. So welcome back, and it's great to be back in Melbourne. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. It's a combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners, making it a very tricky track when it comes to overtaking. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Stroll, Mäkinen, Magnussen, Ocon, Joe, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Gasly, Tsunoda, and Nick de Vries. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, the regulations aren't new anymore, but the teams and the drivers are still coming to terms with them. I firmly believe it's also track specific. We've seen some wheel-to-wheel racing throughout the year. Some tracks lend themselves better to it than others. I'd like to see it at every race in the whole season. Is that too much to ask?
Alright, so 9 laps on the mediums and 11 laps on the hards. Okay, let's do it. Like Norris was a bit out of shape there. If I want to use all of my ERS yet. More updates.
Understood. Copy that.
Caution, caution. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Yep.
I've got some information on Hamilton for you. Okay, they're out of this race. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta. Okay, watch your pace. We've been informed the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stopped vehicles on the track.
Copy that. Full race updates.
P10, you're currently in P10. Our gap to the car in front is 1.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Norris behind. Less than a second separates you.
They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 12.3 seconds. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. Okay, 18 laps to go.
Copy. Thoughts on boxing? I guess we wouldn't make it to the end if we boxed now. We'd have to box again. So I guess it's not really worth it. How many cars boxed? I feel like the right call is to stay out. There's Starboxing.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Yep. Copy that. Why are they boxing?
Alexander's in the pits. Alexander in the pits.
Yep.
Okay, we need to push now. Use the overtake button for more power.
Yep, I'm on it.
Green flag.
race update.
Second place, you're in second place. Alonso ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.9 seconds. They're on old mediums, and Verstappen's behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums, and your pit window opens in 2 laps' time.
Yep. Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're currently 17th place. Your last lap time was a 1:27.2.
I don't think the soft tire is working out.
And gap to the car in front is 3.6 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Yeah, copy that.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap.
Copy. Teammate status.
Gap to your teammate behind is 0.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're currently 16th. Time last lap was a 1:25.6.
Last lap time.
Time last lap was a 1:26.6.
Alright. Boxing.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Good job, team. Comanso's already boxing again.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Yeah. Definitely losing time here.
The hard tyres. Car ahead, now on the hard compound.
Yep.
Alexander's coming in for his stop now. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace.
Flag.
Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Okay, we've been informed of an incident. There's been a track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Right, we can get a nice advantage here. Let's have a think about how we handle the rest of this race.
Is it raining? I guess it is. Alright. Well, I'm trusting the team, so let's go with the interns. Alright, let's do it.
Hey, it's good to get back on track. Let's make the best of this restart. Let's go.
Weather report.
Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.2 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters.
Copy that.
Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Gap to your teammate behind is 5.0 seconds.
Got some front wing damage.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Full race update.
You're sat in P8, well done. Piastri ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.0 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Norris is behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates. Our gap to first place is 10.8 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining.
Copy. Vehicle condition.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
It's definitely tricky out here. Locked up into turn 1. 20. Come on, guys, let's go.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Now, I'm not sure how keen I am on wet weather, but it is thrilling in terms of the race. The fans seem to enjoy it at least. It can be an absolute nightmare for the drivers, though.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. So let's review the updated driver standings. Max Verstappen's excellent result today sees him take over as the new leader of the Drivers' Championship. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Often, my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Alright, and that's it for the race here in Australia, and yeah, really pleased with how the race went. It was quite chaotic and quite hectic, pretty tense there at the end when the rain hit after the red flag, but yeah, a good result and a good race, so yeah, I'm pleased with that. The early safety car was a question mark with the strategy. I think we did the right thing staying out, and yeah, I think Alex ruined his race by boxing when the safety car ended. I don't know what they were doing, but I guess pretty much everyone else boxed apart from myself and a couple of other cars. So yeah, I think we did the right thing. And I mean, even Hülkenberg was close to getting Haas's first points, but yeah, then he spun with few laps to go, and yeah, in that I also got some front wing damage when gave a little nudge to the McLaren and lost a bit of my front wing, but luckily I managed to continue, and yeah, a great result, so happy with the weekend. And yeah, so thanks for watching, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to stay tuned for more.